All right. And finally, our tech story of the night. Net neutrality is back as FCC votes to regulate internet providers.
Okay.
So internet providers, IPS. Mm-hmm. All right. I remember this being a big thing. What was it back in 2016, 2015 or something, or even further back, where they wanted to kind of keep the reins on internet providers so that they can't just change speeds whenever they feel like it.
Yeah.
But that requires, government sanctioned government regulations, which anytime the government gets involved and wants to regulate stuff, people get a little testy about it. Yeah. Which, it's not unfounded. Mm-hmm. I understand. Mm-hmm. But now they're looking to restore these rules that were once lifted. They want to make sure that AT&T and Comcast and Verizon can't select who they want to speed up or slow down or block users' internet traffic. Maybe that'll help with our connection. Maybe we are currently being targeted. Maybe that's why our streaming is always so... Maybe this will help us.
No, I think the next time we record the trailer reaction, we do a stream plugged right into the camera and see if it's...
And just see what happens.
See if it's affecting.
I'm down. How much I'm down, yeah. We could definitely do that.
Yeah. Check it out. Check out the quality.
All right, so...
The quality gets...
What are you thinking about this? How do you feel about this?
About what?
The FCC.
Oh, I mean, it just seems like it's a bunch of bullshit.
Always.
So there's always a bunch of bullshit. They don't want us to be. They have anti-monopoly laws, but then these companies just monopolize the customers. Probably just sit it around at a table and we'll take these customers and you can have these customers.
The monopoly laws were actually rolled back. Mm-hmm. I don't know, sometime.
So, there you go. So it doesn't even matter.
Two presidencies ago, I think it was, which is why you saw the rise of monopolies so much. Yeah. And the thing that the internet providers have done, they've monopolized an area. Yeah. They had their own understanding. Where Comcast was like, okay, AT&T, you can have this territory. Right, yeah. We'll have this territory. So that way they were able to still they wouldn't compete with each other. Yeah. So we were the ones left out in the cold. Yeah. I don't know if this would affect it. I don't know if this would. I don't know. This is more about them, being pressured not to be selective about who gets high internet. Yeah. So I don't know if this would help us because someone said that this would the regulations could discourage people, the companies, from building high speed networks. Yeah. Because if everyone has the same, then what was the point?
Well, I mean, then it boils down to customer service. Is the customer service actually any good? Mm-hmm. Then that would be... It
would force them to be good companies.
That's why I would choose a company, is if the product was the same, but if their customer service was better than the other one, I'd rather have the better customer service.
So someone against this said that this is a non-issue. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. So Jonathan Spalter, CEO of U.S. Telecom, he says this is a non-issue for broadband consumers who have enjoyed an open internet for decades. Yeah. Rather than pushing this harmful regulatory land grab, policymakers should keep their eyes on the real-world prize of building opportunity for everyone in a hyper-connected world. Yeah. So they said that their outcome of a legal challenge to the FCC's net neutrality rules could have potentially broad ramifications for other U.S. regulatory bodies, not just the FCC. So I'm guessing it's one of those things where it's like, well, if we let you have control here, or we let you do this here, giving them an inch, they'll take a mile. Yeah. It never just ends here. And I know this isn't really on the docket, but you know, President Biden signed the TikTok ban.
Yeah.
So it's like it's going on to the next stage about them, banning it. But the thing about it is, it wasn't just the ban. There was a whole bunch of things they snuck in with it.
Yeah.
So it's never, the problem isn't the way they get some of these laws in place or some of these things passed are kind of sneaky. So they have like these rules or this whole overarching thing where it's, okay, here's the ban, and they sneak like 15 things underneath it, and you only have like so long to like vote on things.
Yeah.
You don't have time to look at everything.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not even gonna really get into some of the other recent developments that have been happening. We'll talk offline off that because I'm not gonna get that conversation started right now. But there are those who feel like the government is there to help you. Those who feel like the government is there to control you. And those who kind of just want to be left alone, period.
Yeah.
Where do you lie?
I mean, the government, it's not made for people who are like impatient or don't have the like ability to like deal with bureaucracy well. And I think it's purposely made up that way so a lot of people can't help themselves specifically, and that's the unfortunate part. Like, there should be like a liaison you could go talk to before you walk up to a window of a thing, so that can just kind of talk to you, and like maybe the like community that you kind of grew up in, maybe you can just have someone explain to you. But the thing is, there's so many different communities. Well, it's just like maybe there should just be someone with like patience to just hear you first, and then they can go talk to the person at the window to just do the thing for you. And like, instead of having to go to the window yourself, maybe there could be someone that just comes and talks to you at your seat. Like I'm using like the DMV as an example.
Okay, because I was like,
like where else do we go to talk to anyone at a window for the government? Paying a speeding ticket or something. But no, so there's definitely issues with the government just not working properly. I don't know if this is the show to talk about all that kind of stuff.
No, and that's why I'm trying to be like general, like general overarching. I don't want to I'm with you. Like this is
I'd rather the government spend money on education, the healthcare, infrastructure.
Oh my goodness. If we start talking about education and healthcare, that is a whole different show. Yeah. That's a whole nother show.
Yeah. So it's just, where's the money going?
Well, do you care about this FCC thing? Like, do you think that it'd be better if they start regulating the internet providers, or no?
It is better to regulate the internet providers, but it's just like how many internet providers are paying FCC off to regulate the way that they want to be regulated. So it's just like, because we made it all up anyways. We made all of this up, and then we just agree to it.
Yeah.
So
cash was everything around us. Cream,
get the money. We just created it and made it fancier or worth or less or more, or
I guess
it's just whatever we say it is.
I guess I'm just at the stage in my life where I'm starting to take a lot of things with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
So it's like, it sounds nice, right? Oh, yeah, you regulate the internet providers so that they don't, go crazy. But I'm kind of like, why do you care? Yeah. What are you getting out of this? Yeah. Because it almost feels like they don't care unless they're getting something out of it. So my next question is, I'm not saying it's wrong or good for them to do or bad. Yeah. Well, my thing is, how are you benefiting? Because at the end of the day,
they were being throttled. They went over their 1,000 gigabyte Kids were trying to stream 4K movies.
And it was a wrap.
And it was low quality. It's 360p.
Okay.
In that house. And the FCC is like, not today, Comcast.
Not today.
We're passing a bill.
Not
You're giving
today.
me data.
Not today. All right.
So there could be something personally being gained by the FCC.
True.
And they could be getting unthrottled high-speed internet access at their homes too.
Unthrottled high-speed internet access.
Yes.
Okay, that is going to be my new request.